Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell you a joke up here, alright? Alright, there's this guy, he's looking through the want ads in the newspapers because, you know, the bad economy and everything, it's hard to find a job. Only I have to tell you one thing, the guy doesn't have any arms, alright? So he had to look through the pages like this, you know. And then at one point, he finally found this one ad in the paper. It said, "Wanted, energetic young man to ring bell in church." So the guy says to himself, "Hey, I could ring the bell in the church." So he walks up to the front door of the church, he bangs his head on the door, and then the priest comes out of the church and looks down at him and says, "Yes, my son?" And the guy says, "Father, I've come to ring the bell." And the priest says, "Well, kid, you don't have any arms, so how can you ring the bell?" And the guy goes, "Geez, Father, you think I would have thought of that before I got here? Where's the bell? I'll ring it." So the priest says, "Okay, so you gotta prove that you can ring the bell." And the guy says, "Okay, so where's the bell? I'll ring it." So they had to walk up those spiral stairs. They're 4 stories high, and they lead to the top of the bell tower. There's no escalator or elevator or nothing. Just those spiral stairs. They're walking all the way to the top, 4 stories high, and they feel like puking. But they didn't, so you don't have to worry about that. So anyways, once they get to the top, they see this big bell just sitting there. So the priest looks at the guy and says, "Okay, so there she is. Now go and ring the bell." So what he does is, he backs up 6 feet away from the bell, and then he starts running, face first towards the bell. Bam! And bangs his face on the bell. And then the bell rings out. Bong! And the priest couldn't believe his eyes. He stared at him like this. Bug eyes and everything. Jaw dropped and everything. There's a long silence, but then the priest finally says, "Well, you rang the bell, so I guess you can have a job." And the guy's all like, "All right, I got to ring the bell." So his job was right on the hour. Every 12 times a day, he'd have to go up the bell tower to ring the bell. And he had to do that 12 times a day, right on the hour. He'd back up 6 feet away from the bell, he'd start running face first towards it. Bam! Bong! So, everything goes great for like a good 3 months. Eventually, the guy ends up looking like a pancake, you know? He's so busted in his butt and ugly and everything. But he doesn't care because, well, actually, there's 2 reasons why. The first reason is because God loves him anyway. The second reason is because he's breaking in all the big dough, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, one day, 3 months after he already got the job, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He's already rang the bell a lot of times. I don't have time to count. So, as he usually would, he'd back up 6 feet away from the bell, start running face first towards it, but he trips, falls past the bell, out the window, 4 stories down, creamed over the cement. So there's this big crowd around him, and one guy is cradling his head because, you know, it was all over the concrete. And then a nun comes out of the church and shouts out, "Who is it? Who is it? Who fell from the bell tower?" And the guy, he's still cradling the no-armed man's head, looks up at the nun and says, "I don't know his name, but his face rings a bell."
All right, thank you, very good. Very good.